Hello, dear professional. How are you today? And happy Friday. I hope you're getting ready, getting prepared for the weekend. And some of us, you started winding down. So this is good. So today, I would like to share with us. Okay, first, my name is Lola Oyewomi, the founder of LolaWealth LLC, and you might just be seeing me for the first time, or sometimes you might have interacted with my resources before, but I want to introduce myself to you again, right? If that's okay. All right. So my name is LolaWealth, and I help under earning professional and even high paying W2 professionals in helping them diversify their income streams so that they can enjoy the life and live the life of their dreams. Right. So a lot of my professional and a lot of people want to start to diversify their income. They want to earn more. Some of you might like your 9 to 5. It might be fulfilling. You're okay with it, but you really want to earn more, right? And there are ways you can do it, and you can start to build things at the side right now, build it into 6 figure, 7 figure, 8 figure, and beyond. So you are on the right channel. If you are seeing me for the first time, if you're just checking my channel, Lola Wealth Show, thanks so much. I will be talking things around wealth, how to make money, how to multiply your money, how to protect your wealth, and how to preserve your wealth. Everything in between, yes, everything in between. So all of those I do, I help you do. I help other women, help professional get into that space, right? So, but today the reason why I'm even here is I one of the things I started sharing with people in my community is saying thank you to their debt, right? Debt has brought us this far, and I want to tell you that living a debt-free life is a common goal. Every one of us want to achieve that goal. But paying off credit card debt, paying off our debt, it can feel like a never-ending battle, which I found myself a few years ago. I have over 25,000 in credit card debt. Yes, some of it went into my student fee. I am an international student. I came in here pay out of pocket, right? And I have bills to pay. I have 2 kids. I was pregnant. I was doing my master's program in one of the HBCU school, and my goal was to graduate with 4.0. So I was so like, I have to do it or do it. I have to win or win. So that was my goal. And I get into debt. I was pregnant. I was doing all of those things. So I did this in few months. I was able to pay all of my debt, credit card debt, and I created my emergency fund. I got into real estate, and things get better and better and better from there. And I will tell you this: you can do it. I've been in where you may be right now. I've been in that shoe before, and I've been able to help other women or with other professionals as well to get out of debt and to begin to live the life of their dreams. Why should you listen to me? I'm a certified life coach, dream builder coach. I'm a certified John Maxwell leadership uh, team as well. And also, I'm a financial professional educator, and I have my license to be able to say all of this to be able to educate people financially, give that financial literacy, help you get into the wealth that you desire, help you preserve your wealth, help you protect it, help you earn more, save more, and grow your wealth, right? We have different strategies that I have used, that other people have used, right? And there are so many people that get onto YouTube that are like, okay, I made this, I made this. Yeah, it's cool, it's fine, right? I base most of my principle on biblical principle as well. So if you are not okay with it, yeah, sorry. Uh, I'm gonna talk about my faith as well. I'm a faith person. My principles and what have even brought me up till here has been the principle from the Bible, and I share that, even when I am teaching and all of that. So I reference, the principle from the Bible, which is still what I consider the book that You know, anything that we all want in life is in the Bible. So I found my principle there and I used it and I teach it as well. So, but today, what is important is I want to talk and share tips on how to pay off your credit card debt. Tips, what has worked for me. There are so many ways people talk about it, right? But as an immigrant, a foreign national that came to this country, I went into debt, right? And I came out of it. And I went into it again and I came out of it, right? And I will share with you what has worked for me and it can work for you. Trust me, do this. Do these three things. It's going to work for you, right? There are some that based on the season of life you are in, because some of these based on where I was, my journey, I tried different things. And there were some I tried that didn't work. It didn't work. Like, let me quickly share one of them for you. And one of the tips is you can get another credit card uh, company, another financial company that can help you with 0% for 12 months, some 18 months, right? And you can transfer your balance. So that was a good one. I was just like, oh, that would be great. I'm already paying 17% with this company. If I bring it to this company B, I'll be able to, you know, not pay the interest, but still be able to spread, for the next 12 months, pay off this, whatever. So it was good. I gave them a call. They were like, okay, how much do I want to transfer? They gave me the percentage. Another thing, you want to ask for the percentage. How much percentage transfer? Some will say 1%, some 2%, some 3%, depending on the company. So if you're transferring 5,000 now to a new, from an old account or new credit card company from an old one to a new one, the new one that you gave a call to transfer the 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 balance will ask you how much is it, and they will give you the percentage. So they will charge per the percentage of how much you're bringing in. So if I'm bringing in 5,000 from an old account to a new one, if it is 3%, they will charge you 3% of the amount you're transferring. 5,000, that's how much you're going to add to your balance, and you're going to pay it off for the next 12 months, for example. So this is good, right? I look at, okay, if I want to pay this amount, this old one in the next 12 months, I look at how much interest, like, okay, if I'm paying this just 3% of this amount, okay, it makes sense to me, right? And seriously, it does it makes sense. So I went for it. In fact, I transferred from two accounts, right? Because one was very high interest, the other one was not so high interest. So I put it into this account that is 0% interest, and I was enjoying it. But do you know what? There is a problem because it's a habit problem. Spending, getting into debt for me at that time was habit. And the other things that I'm going to share, it's going to make sense, right? Because if you're looking into paying down your credit card debt, first thing you want to consider is you want to the first thing you want to consider is you want to figure out how much you spend and what to spend it on. How much you spend and what to spend it on. And the first thing you want to do, if you want to consider that, is you want to review your past spending patterns. Go through your credit card statement or credit card company statement. Go through your statement. Just look at the pattern. You see the month, and you can just look at download the PDF. The PDF, you'll see the month by month by month. So what have you been buying? Review the past spending, right? The second step is you want to make a list of everything you buy and the prices. What are the things that you buy? You see there that you buy. What's the prices? The third thing you want to do is you want to track your current spending. You want to separate it, look at it. You want to look at the pattern. What is the frequent thing that is really coming up, every time? Look at the first month, second month, the third month. For me, I discovered two things. Two things that I was spending money on was books. Books, I'll buy the book. Once somebody recommend a book, I will buy it. Book, I'll buy it. Audible, talk about physical, I'm always buying it. I love to open new book because I love the smell. Like, okay, that alone gives me motivation to buy a new book. So I bought books. And the second thing that really put me into trouble. Apart from the college that I pay for, apart from the car loan and all of that, for swiping cards, you know what it is? And I've shared it with some of my people in my community, is Bet and Body Works. Oh, I love Bet and Body Works. Anything on sales, I will buy. This is one of them. But I love them. I love anything on sale. In fact, even if it is wet lips, this one, see, I will buy it. Just talk about it. So I now discovered that every time I say one buy, gets one free. The store is going 75% off the side. I was like, okay, what can I buy? And soap, this soap, laundry soap. I'll begin to pick all of those things, right? Begin to went into debt one after the other, one after the other. Black Friday is coming. Me before, I would have put so many things on my cart, like just be putting them in my cart, like, okay, I'm watching it, I'm watching it, I'm watching it, right? But I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that because, of course, I've changed, right, over years, and I've been able to teach other people. It's not that you don't buy what you want, right? Because remember, let me even shock you, people don't buy what they need. No, people don't buy what they need. People buy what they want. I buy what I want, not what I need. Do I need a candle? No. But because it's on sales, right? I will buy it because I want it, right? So many things that we'll buy, right? That we don't need, that we'll buy, but because we just want to buy it. So you want to, so it's a habit problem. I love deals. I love discounts. I love, especially if they're good stuff, right? I'll be watching out for them. So you still want to buy what the things you want to buy. It's okay. But when you have a goal to pay down your debt, then it will be uncomfortable a little bit, right? So you just want to adjust to that, being uncomfortable for that purpose, so that you can pay out your debt, right? Then you can now go back to more healthy habits on how you plan, and you plan for your purchases, for future purchases. You save for things, and of course, if you're really resourceful and you are creative, you can always get what you want, right? By helping people solve their problem, you get paid for it. Creating offers, you get paid for it, and you'll be able to pay for what you want. So there are so many other ways, healthy ways for you to get what you want without you necessarily going into debt. And there are some debt that are good, right? So, but I just want you to still look into, you not don't remove the emotion around debt, right? And just say thank you to my debt. And that was one some of the things that I exercised, that I took my community through, right? My client through, is for you to say thank you to your debt. Debt has brought you up to this place. It has brought you up to this place. You want to say thank you to that debt, right? Helping you pay that school. You got that degree, you got that diploma, you got that a certificate, you got that license, you got that certification. Say thank you to it, right? You're able to finish that school. You're able to get car that takes you around. Say thank you to it. When your family member was sick, you're able to get flights to fly down to buy things and to support your family. Say thank you to that debt, right? So many things that we put ourselves into, because you know what? We leverage, because this is we have access to cash that we're able to that helped us to be able to achieve our goal at that point. So not every debt that we went into was necessarily bad, or was a really a bad habit that got us into there. No, we went into it because we placed more value. At least for me, I place value on education, on coaching, on mentorship, on all of that, on books. And I will go into debt, for me to get them. And that's how far I know. But I know better now. I can still get what I want without necessarily going through debt. And there are some debt that I will still enter because I know that I'm leveraging, because there's access to cash that will help me, gives me that opportunity, right, to obtain those things. So, and those are the things that will help you to discover when you are during our programs. But I want you to just be okay with that. So let's move fast. We've talked about figuring out how much you spend and what to spend it on. The second thing is you want to make a list of everything that you buy and what the prices are. And all the third thing is you want to look at the pattern, the current thing. You want to track what's the current pattern. What do you see more often, right? First month, second month, I was able to share my own what I was able to discover. Like, okay, no, I need to slow down on this. I don't need this. I don't need this. This thing is putting me into more debt. So I have to stop it or reduce it. So I look at the spending pattern. Does it favor me and all of that? Then next thing is understand what they need and wants. Remember, I said people don't buy what they need. People buy they want what they want, right? And it's okay. But when you focus on paying down your debt, right, you want to just focus on what you need and be uncomfortable for that period so that you can pay off your debt. Then look for ways because you are resourceful, because you are creative. Look for ways by which you can get cash or by you can help people solve their problem to get what you want so that you can buy what you want to get. So that's that about that. You have to budget prioritize budget for what you really want. And also no, that's a side. No, don't let's go. Okay, the 15th, okay, in that space is limit your credit card use. And that is what put me into trouble. That was why I was sharing with you the other time. Like, there are strategies that are good, but if you don't really sit down and look at the habit, it's going to put you into more trouble. So because I got this company that gave me 0% APR for 12 months and a 0% interest, I started using that card more. Before I know it, it got spiral, like it went up. Remember, I said it's a habit problem. So, good things is a good strategy, but if you don't really sit down and ask this question around, number one, I did the calculation, the percentage they are charging me for transfer, and when I look at how much interest I'll be paying for the next 12 months, does it worth it? Yes, it worth it. So I transfer it. So now I have this new card that's a 0%. I'm not paying any interest on it. So in my head, I will say, okay, let me just use this card and buy this. I'll be able to pay it in the next 12 months, right? And got me into more debt, because I have that extra credit card that wasn't charging interest. So you want to look into it very well. So that's one of the, there are pros and cons to it, but those are the strategies that I've used. But I want to share a major strategy, payment strategy. If you want to really be paying them down, there are three strategies. Is it three? Okay, three strategies. All right. So, and I've used this combination of this at different seasons of my life. But the ones that I like best is the snowball, debt snowball. And what debt snowball is you focus on paying off your lowest balance first. Then you shift the payment to the next lowest balance. Right. So you just shift it to the next lowest balance. So if you have three cards, one is 1,000, one is 4,000, one is 9,000, you focus on paying this one. So if the minimum premium is $50, you're paying maybe $100, right? And you pay that one down. Then you focus on the second one, which is the 4,000. So with the minimum balance of that one plus the 100 you're paying, you put it and you start paying it down. Then, and this one just helps you to see that you're checking things off, right? You're checking things off. So I like that. I like to see things, I'm checking things off. So now I'm down to 2, then I'm down to 1, then victory. The second strategy is debt avalanche. Debt avalanche is you focus on paying off your highest interest first while paying the minimum on other cards. Yeah. So let's say the 9,000 one is the one that is paying a lot of interest. So you want to focus on paying this one, paying the $100 while you're paying the minimum, maybe $20 and $10 for the other ones. But you're paying this one first. It will take you some time, but you pay it first, right? Because you're paying more interest on it, right? I use this at a point too in my life where what did I get? What did I get that time? I can't remember. But I was having about maybe 17% and I had to pay it off. So I used it. I used that strategy at the time too. So, and the third one, a lot of people don't talk about this, right? But it's still strategy. It's called debt cascade. Debt cascade. And you use debt card is this debt cascade is just that if all you can afford now is the minimum payment on all your credit cards, that is what you will pay. That's the method. Eventually, the credit card company, they're going to lower the required minimum, but you don't reduce the amount you're paying across board. For the 1,000, 4,000, and 9,000, you're paying the minimum, and you continue even when they reduce the required minimum premium. If they lower it, you continue to pay it, and this one is going to shrink faster and faster and faster, and you'll be able to pay it off. So when you, let's say the 1,000 pay first, so you bring the balance here, the amount, the required minimum amount you're paying, you bring it up to this one. So you can now use the any of the method, either the avalanche or the snowball for the remaining two, something like that. So I've used that too in the life where what I could afford is just the minimum I was paying now, and that was what I was doing. So yeah, those are the things that I've used. There are pros and cons to all of that. There's no one size fit all, right? Once you found yourself in this situation, say thank you to your debt and look for your way forward. So, and this also, the next step is once you're able to get this one done, then you can now research into, you can now start to save for the future, right? You want to set the saving goals, you want to separate your money. And if you have like a goal of you want to travel to Paris, right? Open an account for that. Name it, travel to Paris, and be putting money into it. It's a good course, you know. Right. So have that, separate your money. Let's, if you are doing business, if you'll be doing business, so you have side also, you want to separate that as well. Legitimate, no, make your business legit, right? Legit, make it legit. So form it and let it have an LLC or S corp, whatsoever you want to form it, right? And begin to separate your separate the expenses, separate your money. Set up automatic savings. Yes, there is system to it so that it doesn't even come to you. It goes from your paycheck or your account straight into those accounts, right? Automatic plans. This is going to help you. And the biggest and the hardest of it is create a budget and stick to it. This is still my number one problem. Creating a budget and sticking. You hear that, sticking to it. So it's not that we don't create budget. We do create budget, but do we stick to it? No. No. So how we focused on paying off our debt, we want to focus on paying saving more money for our future. You know, both your needs and your wants, you really want to focus on it. It takes time and commitment to get out of debt and break the cycle, right? It takes time. It takes months, right? You might want to give up along the way. Don't give up. Don't give up. It's good to be finally debt free. It's very good. It's a good course, right? And I want you to pursue that as well. It feels so good. It really feels good that you know that okay, you're sleeping and you're not owing anybody, right? You're not owing anybody. So once you pay off your credit card debt, you want to look into your paying down your car loan, you want to look into your student loan, right? You want to look for that. And another thing, right, that I want to share with you that you might want to look into is you want to research some debt, what's it called? All these debts, what are they called? Mm, debt consolation, debt consolation loans. You know, there are debt consolation loans that you can get just to offset your debt, right? So this can be another tool that can help you reduce your debt, but you have to be cautious about it. You have to research it, right? But there are tools like that that you can research and you can use. So I think this has been helpful for you, and thank you so much. I know you're just interacting with me. I'll be bringing so much great stuff. What has worked for me, where the industry is going as we are rounding off the year, as we're getting into another year with the election, with all of the things that is going on. What should you be looking into? I started talking about REITs. REITs is a great thing, and have had REITs, but I didn't even know that I had REITs. have it. So REITs, and I will put a link here. I wrote article on it, which I posted on my LinkedIn page. You can read more on REITs, how you can start with even less than $200. Start to get those shares. Buy shares that has stocks that has dividend, stocks that have dividend, right? And begin to snowball your compounding interest. It's a good way for a near term to a long term strategy to accumulate wealth. So that's a good one. Getting into real estate as well is a long term thing, but if you know how to structure and to strategize, you can get a lot of wealth from here. It's still the stable, very stable way to acquire wealth. We'll talk about life insurance, protecting your wealth and preserving it, will and trust. Yes, you'll hear, I'll bring people in up here as well, hear from attorney, hear from CPAs, how to do all of this thing yourself. Be your own uh, uh, your build your own board of directors, but your own financial board of directors, right? You have your own CPA that will be on your side, your attorney that will be able to help you with will and trust, your estate planning, and all of that, right? You don't let, because of the paperwork that you have to do and all of these things, take away all your ad-earned money and give it back to the government. No, you want to put your house in order. You want, as you are earning, you want to grow your money. You want to earn more. You want to save more. You want to grow your money, right? You want to protect your money. And then you want to preserve it because you're going to be transferring to the next generation. So if that's your goal, girl, professional, you are in the right place, right? So thank you so much. I'm from African descent, from Nigeria. I am doing this as a foreign national in another country, and I'll be talking more around US, system and how it works here. Canada, I have someone from Canada that will work together as well. Bring her here, and she talks and to help you with all your retirement and all of those things. And if you don't know, I retired at 40 as well as ex Microsoft engineer. I retired at 40. I was earning way over about 180, and I was able to retire, not depending on 401k, not depending on all of these things, but being resourceful, being creative, being an entrepreneur, and having this I can do spirit. I was able to retire, and I can show you how. So thank you so much for joining me. I know I've really enjoyed myself. Yeah, and I know you are enjoying yourself as well. So comment below, message me. I'm going to drop some other resources on down here that you can interact with that can help you to take you a step further towards achieving your financial goals. All right. So I will see you next time. Thank you so much for now. God bless. Bye.